In this video, we're going through the most important, most shocking, and most revealing parts of this release. No speculation, just the documents themselves. Let's dive in. After Epstein's death in 2019, the public was repeatedly promised full transparency. In late 2025, Congress passed the Epstein Files Transparency Act, a law requiring the government to release everything they had. December 2025 brought a smaller batch. Then, January 30th, 2026, the flood. Over 3.5 million pages across multiple datasets. The Deputy Attorney General held a press conference promising that every single redaction was made only to protect victims, nothing more, nothing hidden for national security or political reasons. But as we go through these files, a very different picture emerges. The most shocking part of this entire release isn't even the names. It's how badly the redactions were done. In some documents, they redacted the word none. In others, they censored random words from already public Wikipedia articles about Trump, even when his name appeared 7 other times on the same page. Even worse, the exact same document appears multiple times with completely different redactions. One version hides a reporter's name, who isn't a victim. The next version leaves the name visible, but blacks out the date. Put them side by side, and you can read everything. This isn't protection. This is incompetence on a historic level. Or perhaps something more intentional. One of the most talked about names in these files is Elon Musk. Between 2012 and 2013, years after Epstein's 2008 conviction, Musk and Epstein exchanged multiple emails. Musk writes, "We'll be in the BVI/St. Bart's area over the holidays. Is there a good time to visit?" Epstein replies, "Any day 1st to 8th, always space for you." Musk follows up, "Okay, probably the 1st then." Later he asks, "What day/night will be the wildest party on your island?" When Epstein mentions the ratio, implying many young women, might make Musk's then-wife uncomfortable, Musk responds, "Ratio is not a problem for Tallulah." Musk has repeatedly said he refused every invitation and had minimal contact. These emails tell a different story, and they were written long after Epstein's crimes were public knowledge. Trump appears over 5,000 times in the searchable portions. Some documents describe a victim being presented to him by Ghislaine Maxwell at Mar-a-Lago, with the clear implication she was available. Howard Lutnick, Trump's current Commerce Secretary, was arranging lunch on the island in December 2012. This was 7 years after he publicly claimed he and his wife swore never to be in the same room with Epstein again. Bill Gates shows up in emails where he allegedly asked Epstein for antibiotics to secretly give to Melinda after contracting an STD. There are also mentions of blackmail operations. Epstein emailing a Russian deputy minister for help dealing with a young woman blackmailing powerful New York businessmen. And emails discussing torture videos between Epstein and a hedge fund manager. "Do you want me to try to do her or just torture her?" This isn't isolated. This is a network. Extreme wealth, power, and zero accountability so far. One particularly disturbing thread in these files involves Epstein reaching out to a Russian deputy economic minister for help with a young woman from Moscow. According to the emails, she had arrived in New York and was allegedly blackmailing a group of powerful businessmen. Epstein writes, "It is bad for business for everyone involved." The minister replies, offering to gather information and meet someone who knows her. This isn't just a random email. It fits the exact pattern Epstein used for years, compromising powerful people and leveraging that for influence or protection. The files don't show what ultimately happened to the woman, but they raise the question, how many international connections like this were never fully investigated? This kind of cross-border coordination shows Epstein's operation wasn't limited to one country or one circle. It was global, protected, and deeply embedded. Another alarming detail scattered throughout the files is references to torture videos. In one exchange between Epstein and a hedge fund manager, Epstein asks, "What would you like me to do with your friend? Do you want me to try to do her, or just torture her?" These aren't isolated lines. They appear in multiple threads, often tied to other powerful figures. The documents don't provide full context or proof of what these videos contained, but the language alone is chilling, especially given Epstein's known history. After all these years and millions of pages, questions remain. Who received these videos? Were they used for blackmail or something worse? And why do these mentions still appear with so little follow-up or accountability? These aren't just words on a page. They point to a pattern of extreme cruelty that was hidden in plain sight for too long. After going through these documents, one thing stands out. This wasn't just one man. This was a vast network of the world's most powerful people. And so far, almost no real consequences. The files don't give us every answer, but they prove one thing clearly. The people who told us there was nothing more to see weren't telling the truth. What do you think these files really mean? Which part shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments. I read everything. If you want to go deeper into the darkest corners of this release, subscribe and turn on notifications. Sources and direct links to every document are in the description. Check them yourself. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and stay careful.